and share my screen. Okay.
Welcome to the speaking section of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for this part of the test. This is examiner number 97368 and candidate number 554-76832. We are conducting this exam in Hamburg. The time right now is 12:40. Let's begin. I'm recording this for clerical purposes. For part one, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general topic. May I see your identification?
Yes, gladly. Here's my identity card that I used for registration and to check in for the test. Please have a look.
What is your full name?
My surname is Emilia and my family name is Müller. Please call me Emilia.
Okay, Emilia. Where do you live?
I live in Hamburg, more specifically in the Altona district, with my brother and my parents in a 3-bedroom condo.
What do you like about living there?
Well, it is the best neighborhoods in Hamburg. It has a good balance between inner city and suburban lifestyle. If I'm looking for excitement, I don't have to go too far for festivals or sport events. And if I just want to take it easy, there are plenty of parks nearby.
Let's talk about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. What is your favorite season?
I like winter and summer, but I would choose summer simply because nothing beats a great day at the beach, sun tanning and relaxing and taking a dip into the water. I went to Spanish Riviera last summer and it was a blast.
In which seasons do you usually go traveling?
I go on trips in summer and winter. As I just said now, I went to Spain last summer. In the winter, I often go to ski resorts like Austria, France, or Italy.
What kind of clothes do you wear in the winter, and how about the summer?
Well, Germany is pretty cold in the winter, so I wear warm clothes, like a dawn jacket. In the summertime, when the temperature is over 25, 26 degrees, I wear a light blouse and a skirt or a shorts.
Do you feel that climate change is affecting the seasons?
Yes, absolutely. It sometimes feels like summer and spring, and at other times it feels like winter is coming back for a visit in May. It just seems like the seasons are becoming unpredictable these days. I remember last year we had snow in May, which is really unusual.
If you could make it summer all year long, would you?
Even though I really like the summer, I wouldn't want it to be hot all year round. I really like the seasons and I like the winter sports as well. So if I had the chance to make it summer forever, I wouldn't.
Have you ever experienced unusual weather in some part of the year?
Yes, I have, going into a bit more detail about what I said a moment ago. Last year in May, the weather was getting nice and warm. It was around 20 degrees and the flowers and the insects started to show. Then suddenly the temperature dropped to like -2 degrees. That was really unusual and I even got a bit of migraine from it.
That is the end of part 1. We will now continue with part 2.
Amelia does a great job right out of the gates in part 1, answering with great detail and using complex grammar. When asked what she likes about living in Hamburg, she says, "If I'm looking for excitement, there are festivals and sports nearby. Also, there are parks if she wants to relax." It's this kind of a strong start that you want to make sure you're able to do in your next exam. Furthermore, Amelia gives good detail when talking about her vacations, like visiting Spain in the summer or going to Austria or France for skiing in the winter. Detailed examples help you to get those high scores. Paraphrasing is key to getting those high scores on your IELTS speaking interview. When the examiner asks Amelia, if you make it summer all year round, would you? She responds by saying, even though I really like summer, I wouldn't want it to be hot all year long. It's this kind of paraphrasing and reflecting the questions that gets you points. Make sure to practice this on our website. Now, on to part 2.
I wish you have your note paper and your pencil there. I will tell you when to start, when to stop. Please do not touch the question paper. Talk about an idea you have had to make your life easier. Your 1 minute preparation time begins now. Your 1 minute preparation time is up. Please begin speaking.
About 2 years ago, at the end of grade 9, I've decided to make my life simpler by decluttering my room. I've been quite fortunate growing up, and I've received many gifts and accumulated a lot of belongings, toys, clothes, furniture, books, posters, and art supplies, to name a few. Sometime around the fall 2020, I was looking for a pair of earrings, and I got really frustrated because I couldn't find them in all the mess in my room. That's when I decided to go through all of my possessions, sell some items online, give away things, or even simply throw out whatever I was used and worn. In this way, I could free up a lot of space in my room, and instead of wasting my time cleaning and searching for whatever I need at any given moment, I could focus on more important matters like my family, friends, hobbies, and my future goals. I definitely feel this was a step in the right direction to make my life easier and more comfortable. I remember getting rid of 2 big garbage bags full of clothes. I made about $500 selling off toys and other trinkets that I no longer had a use for. I gave away 2 boxes of knickknacks. Now my room feels way more spacious and organized. I can find what I need easily, and I no longer feel like a warden of my possessions. This idea to declutter has been very uplifting, and I'm glad I did it. In the future, I need to stay on top of it, that I do not hoard beyond what I need.
Your time is up. That is the end of part 2. I will stop you there. Please put the note paper to the side, turn it over, and we will now continue with part 3 for this part.
Amelia continues to knock it out of the park for part 2. Firstly, by picking a great answer to declutter her room. This in itself is advanced vocabulary. She does a fantastic job giving explanations and details of why decluttering could make her life easier. And she links these ideas with excellent connectives, like stating, "In this way, I was able to free up a lot of space in my room." Then, at about 2 minutes, she concludes her speech clearly. So this idea of decluttering has made my life much easier, signaling to the examiner that she has completed her answer and is ready to move on. It's this kind of holistic storytelling that you should practice with good ideas for your answers. In fact, you can record your answer to this cue card and send it to us for a free band score estimate.
Did this idea to anyone else?
Yes, I have. I've suggested it to a couple of my friends with really crowded rooms to do the same, and some of them have. My friend Anna is really happy that I made this suggestion to her about a year ago.
Watch the full interview and lesson with and join our
Okay, well, now let me stop sharing. Okay, well, as you watched, actually, I want to say something. You watched and heard their conversation, of course, and the way, and you saw the way that she answered all questions very easily. There are some items, some factors that you need to pay attention while taking your IELTS test and speaking, of course, speaking section. First of all, you need to, about the second part, the first part, as you heard, all answers were really something like fluent, okay? No really complicated and complex words, no strange idioms or something like this. Just maybe about 1 or 2 lines for, to each question. After that, in part 2, It was like telling story. You know, she started telling story. So it's something like using something like uh, collocations. There was no idiom. That
Yes.
was, but I want to say that irrespecting any idiom, okay, she could get band 9. So I want to say something. Actually, the purpose of playing this video is to get familiar structure of IELTS questions and answers. So that is really easy to get high bands because you don't need some students think that, okay, we need to make lots of complicated statements in order to hire band, but you don't need. You only need to answer all questions fluently. And something like, so accuracy and fluency are two important. Grammar range is really important, so you need to use some different grammars. Maybe passive, present, sometimes past, okay, to show your ability. Of course, you need to have enough VR or vocabulary resources, but it doesn't mean that you need to use lots of advanced words while speaking. No, maybe 1 or 2 words enough. Okay, so you don't need to use lots of complicated words. Well, so as you saw, that is really easy to get high band speaking. Well, now let's do something. Let's get started.
Can
Yes,
I have a question, like,
of course.
as I heard that you say that the girl in the video wasn't like didn't use idioms.
Yeah, of course, there was no EDM. You know, of course, I didn't hear the third part, but in 1 and 2, I
Yes.
didn't hear any EDM. You know, so I want to say that you can get high score without using idioms, but she used good collocations. She used advanced words, and of course, range of grammar and fluency. Fluency, that was really important factor.
Teacher, what was the iron word? I don't hear clearly.
Was it?
Because I just heard that you say about that word and I don't know what it is. Um,
What word, you know, advanced word you mean?
yes.
Cluttering. For example, the word cluttering, let me start sharing and write on the board. For example, this word was really good. Decluttering. Let me start. Oh, no, I think it's not. So let me start sharing again. This one is, I think this one. Now, can you see? Okay, can you see?
Yes.
For example, declutter. It means to make a place tidy by something like removing things that you don't need. Sometimes I have lots of things that I don't need. So instead of saying I don't know, I made my place tidy by removing lots of things that I didn't need, I say I decluttered. So for example, this word was really good word that she used at the beginning of part 2, I think.
Yes.
Okay, wow. And any other word? Any other question?
I think no.
Okay, very good. Now let's get started with our topic, business. Okay, just give me a moment to ask you a few questions and then,
Teacher,
yes,
what is the name of this kind of word?
this,
Of this kind of word, it's like what is the name of the?
you want it, this is verb or noun you mean?
No, it's like because uh, is it a complicated word, teacher?
This is an advanced word. This is an advanced verb. This is a verb, but it's advanced verb, you know? As I told you, we have basic and advanced words. Basic, intermediate, and advanced. For example, some words that you normally use, I told you before. So you can say, I'm tired. You can say, I'm exhausted. You can say, for advanced, do you remember? Instead of I'm tired, what word or phrasal verb you can use? Do you remember?
Well, I need to take my note because.
No, it means worn out. So worn out, exhausted, tired. So you can use all them, but when I say I'm tired, it's too basic. When saying worn out, it's better. Okay, so it means that you have enough vocab resource.
And can you type the advanced word because I don't know how to spell it.
Worn out? You mean worn out?
What is
It means
mean?
very tired. It means very tired. This is an advanced synonym of tired, being tired.
No, I mean like, can you spell the word advanced word because I don't know how to write the advanced.
Advanced, you mean?
Ah,
This
ah,
advanced.
yes. Um, the meaning of advanced word is like a complicated word, right?
No, it's not complicated. For advanced is the opposite of basic. Yeah? Advanced is the opposite of basic. It's not complicated. Complicated is something complex, something that is difficult to actually to be understood. Okay, but advanced means something like progressive. Okay, progressive, or something like difficult level of something. Okay.
It's like a higher level.
Yeah, of course. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. High
Yeah.
level. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So, first question. Do you work or study?
Yeah. Could you repeat again?
Do you work or study?
Now I am a student in Nguyễn Khuyến Secondary and High School in Bình Dương.
Now here for this question, of course, you can briefly talk about maybe your aim for the future. So you say, of course, I'm studying, but for example, I have something like some dreams about being, for example, I don't know, an architect or a doctor or something like this. So you can briefly talk about your job. Okay, tell me. Let me ask you another one. Okay. Have you ever thought about your future occupation, future job?
Absolutely, because everyone on this life have the aim goals and not except me. I think that in the future I would like to be a businessman as my father, and I like I would do my best to like pass over him.
Very good. Okay, well, now let's learn two phrasal verbs. Two important. The first one, let me change the color of this. I think it's a bit or pack something in. And the second one, cut down on. So two phrasal verbs. Okay, the first one, packing. The second one, cut down on. Okay, when we say pack something in, it means to stop doing. So, to stop doing something. This is the first phrasal verb that you need to learn, okay? And for example, you can say, if I want to give you an example, that is, I'm going to pack in, for example, my job. I'm going to pack in my, I don't know, something like my school. It means stop. So, pack in, I'm going to pack in my job. Stop doing. Okay?
Yes.
Well, now the second one, cut down on, means to reduce something, usually something you see as bad or, I don't know, harmful, like smoking, like sugar, okay? And
Yes.
so cut down, I need to cut down on the time I spend with my friends. So I need to cut down on the time I spend with my friends because I need to study, for example. Okay, well, and we have something like spoken chunks. Okay, it means phrases that we normally use. The first one that is really, really, really common. We normally use it. And of course, you know it. The first one is by the way. By the way, when you use it, when you want to give extra information.
Yes.
So when you want to use to give extra information. Extra information. By the way is the first one that is spoken chunk, and the second one, maybe it's a bit, I don't know, it's unfamiliar, is at a pinch. Okay. Do you have any idea about the meaning of this?
At a pinch. Mm, I think no. I,
Okay, so you use it when you want to say that if absolutely necessary. So if absolutely necessary. For example, you can say, I can help out at a pinch if you need a babysitter. So I can help out at a pinch. It means if it's necessary. Okay? If you need a babysitter. Okay? Get
yes.
it? Wow. Now, let's learn some
Can
idioms.
I have a question?
Yes.
It's like when I want to say that cut down the text, is it have the same meaning we cut down on?
We cut. Would you say again? I couldn't get what you said.
It's like if we want to say that re reduce the text, and if I say
No. No, it's something different. Let me say something. As I told you, when I say cut down on,
yeah,
actually, we normally use this phrasal verb to talk about something that it seems bad or something like harmful. For example, my doctor said that I need to cut down on coffee. So because it's not good for my health, to my health. Or I need to cut down on meeting with my friends. Okay, so something like this.
And how about a cut down text? What does it mean?
Cut down on the text.
No, it's like just cut down something. It's like cut down cut down smoking or something like this.
Of course, they're the same. Cut down on smoking. Yeah, I need to cut down on smoking because that is really harmful. Yes, that's great.
And we need to have a preposition on. Yeah.
Of course, of course. Yeah.
And
of course, we need to, because we have different phrasal verbs that I will discuss later. So we have different types of phrasal verbs: separable and inseparable and three-part, okay, phrasal verbs. And this one is a kind of phrasal verb using three parts, okay, including three words. Cut down on.
and it's like
For
no.
example, we have another one. Look forward to.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's teacher. It's like I was asked about a cut down because I had usually used the phrasal verb cut down, but I don't.
of course,
But like
cut down.
yes, and I
So
don't.
we have another one, cut down, that you normally use. For example, you can say, how can I cut down a text? Okay,
Yeah.
it means ways to reduce, but this one is cut down, not cut down on.
And what is the difference between two of these cut downs?
Okay, when we say cut down on, this phrasal verb is used to talk about something that is bad or harmful.
Yeah.
You need to cut down on drinking alcohol. Okay, but when you say cut down, it means reduce. You can reduce a text, cut down a text.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can cut down, for example, words. So it means reduce words. Okay, get it?
Yes.
Well, so let's talk about some idioms about walk. Okay. Well, yes, yes, yes.
Could you repeat again? It's like cut down wood.
Words. Cut down words. It means reduce, cut down words, for example.
Words.
Cut down text, of course.
If I say cut down wood, is this like a chop the tree off?
Yeah, you say logging, it's something different. Cut, actually, it's something like logging when you cut trees. You can cut the trees, it means logging. So it's the, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, so you have different verbs that you can use, okay? You can cut down trees, you can, but cut down, reduce. Cut means cut the trees, okay? Yes. Yeah, well, okay. I've been working like a dog, for example, I need to work like a dog because I have lots of things to do. So, working like a dog means working hard. Oh, let me. Okay, the first idiom. For example, I have been walking like a dog. It means I've been walking hard. Okay, when you want to say that, I had a terrible day at school. Okay? Instead of terrible day, you can say that I had a stinker of a day. Stinker of a day. So it means a terrible day. So I had a stinker of a day at school. Okay?
Yes.
Sometimes, for example, you go somewhere and you see someone who is doing a job, and you think that this one is not an appropriate one for this position. I think this job needs someone more senior, more expert. Okay? I think this person, for example, is not really expert. So how can you say? Sometimes I can say, for example, this job is above her pay grade. What does it mean? It means a job that someone more senior should do. Okay, so this job or this way, so you can say this job is above her pay grade. It means that it's not an appropriate for this person. This position needs someone more professional, senior. Okay?
Senior is like professional people.
Yeah, of course. For example, when you are at the last year of your university, you are senior. It means, you know, this is the last level of something, senior. Okay? And
Yeah.
now, you want to say that I was really angry. For example, I saw something, I saw my friend was talking behind me, and I was really angry at that time. I am angry. Go up the wall. Go up the wall. Okay? It means
Teacher.
angry. Yes.
And how about drive up the wall?
Yeah.
I has learned idiom that's drive up the wall.
Of course. So someone, there's a difference here. For example, someone can drive you up the wall,
Yes.
makes you angry. Okay?
Yes.
But when I say, I went up the wall, it means I, myself. So
Yeah.
that one is something like passive. Okay? So my friend drove me up the wall. It means made me really angry. But I say, I went up the wall. I was angry. Okay? Well, let's keep going. The next one.
And
And yeah,
the phrasal verb the working like dog. When I use it, is it impolite if I take an exam?
which one is impolite?
Work like dog.
Ah, you think it's it? No, it's not. It's informal. It's informal, but it's not impolite. It's informal. So I will teach you some other phrases that you can use instead of this. Just you need to know this one. You may hear this, okay? But of course, I will teach you something else that you can use, okay?
Yeah.
Well, now let's talk about, you want to say that, okay, today at school, okay, our teacher went up the wall because all the students failed the exam. So she was strict, or she became strict on all the students, or she punished all the students. Instead of to be strict on somebody or to punish somebody, you can say to calm down on somebody, okay, like a ton of bricks. Okay, like a ton of bricks. Okay, so you want to say that our teacher was really angry and strict on everybody in the class, punished everybody. So you say she came down on all students like a ton of bricks.
Yes.
Okay, this is another idiom. Well, okay, now you say that, okay, just give me a moment. Well, you want to say that I need to overcome problems. Okay, I need to overcome problems. For example, it will be really fine if my friend overcomes his problems. How can you say? Okay, you can say if my friend, okay,
Yeah.
gets over the bump in the road, it will be in the road, it will be really fine. If my friend gets over the bump in the road, it will be really fine. It means to overcome problems. Okay, problems. Well, let me put this one here. Okay. And
Sure. Can I have
yes,
a question?
of course.
It's like when we use the phrase of the idiom, let's get over the pump in the road. And if we want to mean like this friend get over the bump in the road, not to overcome this problem, and how can the examiner understand, teacher?
How can examiner understand that you mean to overcome problems?
No, it's like if we use, yeah, if we,
If you use idioms?
no, it's like
No.
if we speak to the examiner like get if my friend gets over the pump in the road, but uh, we didn't want to give the meaning of an idiom, and how can the examiner understand?
This is an idiom. This is an idiom. So when you use it, okay, examiner definitely recognize the meaning of it. But for example, you say that I want to use it as a normal statement, not an idiom, but this one is an idiom. Okay, so you need to make some changes. Okay, for example, you are talking when you say if my friend gets over the bump, okay, what do you mean? What do you mean when you use this? Of course, this is an idiom, so it has this definition.
Yes.
Okay, well, now you need to do the right thing. If you want to be successful, you need to do the right thing. Okay, it means you need to play your cards right. So I think we need to play our cards right if we want to, for example, progress, if we want to be successful. Okay, well, tell me, have you ever felt that you were stuck in a boring routine?
In my routine.
Have you ever felt that you were stuck in a boring routine. You think that everything is really boring to me. For example, I go to school 7 to 2 or something like this. Every day it's boring. Have you ever thought?
I just like no, I haven't. It's like just when I have deadlines of my subjects or when I stress about a subject, then I will no. It's like I am not stressed about my subjects, but it's like when I have a lot of work to do
Mm-hmm.
and
Of
I
course.
haven't finished yet, then I will. No, I don't know how to describe it, but I think that I didn't have stress in my subject, and I also didn't think about didn't stuck in a boring routine. Yes,
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So you want to say that I stuck in a, for example, I am stuck in a boring routine, or I'm not stuck in a boring routine. You say stuck in the rat race. So, for example, I think I'm stuck in the rat race. It means I'm stuck in a boring routine. Okay. How can you move up? You think, for example, how can a person move up in her or his position? For example, you are working in a company
yes.
and you want to move up in the company. How can you do it?
I think that is depend on your ability and your talent of doing this work, and if you have um, if you have talent to do this, your job well, and your boss will consider it, and you can take a good position of a job and make your job
Of
uh,
course, very
move.
good. Well,
Yeah.
so you want to say that, for example, I try to do my best. Okay, I try to do my best to move up in my our company, or to, for example, move up in my position. I say to climb the corporate ladder. I climb, so I need to do my best to climb the corporate ladder. Of course, it's not only about your work, your job, okay? You can say, I try to, in my life, I try to do, for example, my best to climb the corporate ladder. I try to do everything to climb the corporate ladder. It means to move up.
Yes.
Okay. Well, now you want to say that, okay, is it difficult? Let me ask you another question. Is it difficult to learn how to do new things? For example, you want to learn how to do new things. I don't know how to work with an app, how to work with a device. Okay, is it difficult?
To work, it's like how to work with nothing.
Something, of course. For example, you want to learn, okay, how to work this with this application. Okay? So, is it difficult to learn how to do new things? I want to do lots of new things, but I don't know how. Is it difficult?
Was it's like nothing.
New, new. New.
Yeah, new. Okay.
New.
From my personal perspective, I think that like it will take you a long period of time to learn doing something well because you need to have time to like get used to do this new thing. So it's not easy.
Very good. So, first thing that I need to say, you said to get used to do, okay? Used to and say do. After get used to, you need to use gerund. So,
Ever-
get used to doing.
yeah.
So, to get used to and. The first part, that was really good. So actually it takes long time to learn how to do new things. So instead of learning how to do new things, you can say it takes long time to find your feet. It means to learn how to do new things. It takes, yeah, of course. Wow. Okay. And well, so okay, well, have you ever have you ever felt that you wanted to give up? The feeling of, have you ever experienced the feeling of giving up? You know, I don't want, I can't, I give up.
Yes, I have, and it's so worth that because I have this feeling when I playing video game and then I lose so much and then I decide to turn off the the game and I give up it.
Yeah, of course. So you want to quiet, you give up, you want to quiet. Okay. So you can say sometimes, you know, I really feel like I want to pack package all in. Means give up. I want to give up. I want to quiet. I want to pack it all in.
Yes.
Okay, well, okay. And do you know anyone, for example, a seller, you from family, relatives, or I don't know, sometimes brands, do you know anyone who is really good at sales? For example, this person can sell everything to
Yeah.
anyone. Okay, do you know anyone?
Because uh, I think that my family didn't sell like no. Yes, my aunt and I don't really know about this shop name in English. It's like she sell like she need time to build a house, then she will sell like she will sell this house to another people.
So she's interior design? She's interior designer?
No, it's like she pay for the building, then she will sell for other people with a higher
Yeah,
price.
yeah. Got it. Okay, got it. So you think that she's able to sell everything, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I think you can say my aunt can sell snow to the Eskimos, you know? So which means she's really good at sales. She can sell everything. So to sell snow to
Teacher, can I have time to take note all of this word?
Of course, why not?
Yes. Hmm. Teacher, I forgot the meaning of play your cards right.
Which one?
Play your cards right.
Yeah, play your cards right. Okay, it means to do right things.
Writing.
Yeah, right things.
Yeah.
Right, to do right things. Well,
Yes, okay, teacher.
okay, well, now let me ask you another question. Okay. Okay, so, uh, why do you choose a job? If you want to choose a job, what factors, criterions are really important to you?
Could you repeat again?
Of course, if you want to choose a job, for example, this can be my job, okay?
Yes.
What factors are really important, maybe are affected?
Mm, personally, I would choose the job that I think can make uh, me feel happiest. It's like I I don't mean like I don't care about the salary that I can earn or the income I can earn. I am just like how how can I discuss this question, teacher?
For example, you say that you want to discuss this question, okay, and you want to say there are some factors that are really important. You want to talk about them, okay? First of all, you say that actually that is really important that a job has a number of fringe benefits. This one, I want to teach you something. Fringe benefits. So that's really important if the job has fringe benefits or no. What does it mean? It means non-financial benefits. It's not something related to money. For example, something like, oh, free lunch at work, or for example, free gym membership. Okay, so there are some jobs have some fringe benefits that they are not financial related to money. For example, I don't know, if you be a member of this company, you can go to the gym freely. Okay, because for example, this is, or you can have free lunch in company. So having fringe benefits is important. The second one, maybe you want to say that actually it's really important to have flexible working hours. So that's really important. I don't like, fixed working hours. It's better to have some flexible working hours, okay? And I don't like, a job with too much red tapes. Red tape. What does it mean? I don't like a job with too much red tape. It means too many rules. Some jobs have too many rules. Say, I don't like. So I don't like red tapes. Okay. My job can be challenging. My job can be challenging, but rewarding
Teacher,
as well. Yes.
the red tape is rule or a lot
Too
of.
many rules.
We can say that I don't like a job which has red tape.
Yes, which has for example, too much red tapes. Okay, red tape means rule. So we say too much red tape, it means too many rules.
Yes, and we don't need to put S.
Has? You mean has?
No, it's like after the work tapes.
So of course, if you want to say, yeah, you mean, no, too much, because this is uncountable. So too
Yes.
much red tape, too much, as I told you, not too many. Okay. For example, sometimes you say, I need to study late into the night. Sometimes I need to study late into the night. You say, sometimes I need to burn midnight oil. So it means I need to work to actually, work late into the night. So sometimes I need to burn the midnight oil. It means I have to work late. So I don't like walking late into the night. I don't like burning the midnight oil. Actually, I like to have an easy job. I like to have an easy job. Easy job means cushy number. Cushy number.
Yes.
I prefer to have a cushy number, an easy job. You want to say that, nowadays I'm really busy. You say, or I have lots of things to do. I have a lot on my plate. So you can use this. For example, teacher, nowadays I have lots of things to do. It means I have a lot of my plate. So you can say, okay, well, sometimes I think some jobs have no chance for promotion. So you can go actually, to the higher level in your job, in your position. I don't like these jobs. So I don't like a job. Okay. So you can say something. For example, you can say, I have something like hit a glass ceiling. What does it mean? I have hit a glass ceiling. It means, okay, I can go no higher. There is no chance for promotion. You know, I don't like a job that I have hit a glass ceiling. I need to progress. I want to actually have a chance for promotion. So I don't want to have a job that I have hit a glass ceiling. Get it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, very good. Well, okay, so I don't want to have a boss. Actually, I don't like to have a boss who makes me work really hard. Some bosses make employees works really hard. I don't want to have this boss. So I don't want to have a slave driver. I don't want to have a slave driver. I don't want to have a boss who is a slave driver. So makes me work really hard. Okay.
Yes.
And I think maybe in the future I will have my work cut out. So having my work cut out. It means having a difficult job.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Um, the word that uh, I guess over the pump in the row, is it the same meaning with get through, teacher?
No, it's something like
No, no.
different.
It's like
Which one? So to overcome, you mean?
yes, and can we say get over?
Okay, so get over. Yeah, of course. So get over. So what you mean? I couldn't get.
It's like why we need to. Yes, okay, okay. I get it.
So, okay, so because when you say get through, it means something like, finish something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what's is different? Okay, well, and the last thing that I want to say, I want to have good track record to get a good job. For example, we say, I want to have a good history, work history. So to be successful, to have better position. So having good work history is having good track record. Okay, having good work history. Okay.
Good job.
Wow. Okay, well, now let me ask you a question. Okay, well, tell me, where do you want to see yourself in 10 years?
Where
Where do you want to see yourself in 10 years?
it's like what? Uh, where, right, teacher?
Where, for example, you want to be, I don't know, something really important will happen to you, or for example, I don't know, you want to be a really successful person, you want to be a really rich person. Okay, so just where do you want to see yourself? Really successful, really rich, I don't know, starting.
I think that I would say in the future I don't want to de- like dependent on someone. So this means that I will want I I wouldn't work for any company, but I will set up my own company.
Yeah, very good. You want to establish your own company. So you can say something that is really, really good phrase. For example, I asked you a question, any question, and you want to say that, you know, this question, you know, normally comes to my mind. You know, sometimes, for example, you know, time to time, I think about this question. So what phrase you can use? You can say, question pops. This question pops into my mind
Yes.
normally, you know, sometimes it pops into my mind time to time. So you can say, so you can begin your speech using this phrase. It's good to use this. So this question pops into my mind from time to time. And so we can say, oh, where is from here? Let me try. Okay, well, next question.
Teacher,
Okay.
can you give me the example of pops into my mind?
Of course. I give you an example. For example, I say, you ask me, where do you want to see yourself in 10 years? I say, well, this question pops into my mind from time to time. But, you know, to be honest, I've never managed, you know, to have an answer for it. I've never, you know, actually managed any answer. So something like this. Get
Yeah.
it? Okay. Especially, you know, when you don't know what to say. For example, I ask a question, examiner, I said, what answer can I give? She said, you know, it pops into my mind from time to time, but honestly, I've never managed to have an answer for it. So you
Yeah.
can say something like this. Okay. Next question. Do you miss being a student? Do you miss being a student in the future? You think, you know, only
Oh.
if you get involved in the workplace.
From like most of the students that I think that when they uh, they were they were a student or they were a pupil, I think that they will have a thought like they would like to grow faster and faster, then they can be adults and do what they want to. But I think that I reckon that mm, times is something that when it's passed over, you can take it again. That like you can keep it like um like when it pass over, you can bring it back. So
Yeah.
we should please to live as a student. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Well, so you can say, I surely will miss my student life. My student life. This one is good. So, life. So, I surely will miss my student life once I get, this one is good. I get involved in the workplace. So you can begin your answer using this, okay? Surely, I will miss student life once I get involved in the workplace. Just May I ask you 1 minute, please? Just 1 minute to go and back. Thank you. Okay, well, so thank you, and sorry, keep going. Okay, well, and next question, okay. So, uh, see, if your job, I don't know, wasn't your desired one, and you thought that, okay, I was, I didn't know, I wasn't happy with my job, would you change it?
If um uh, I don't remember the phrasal verb of like achieve somebody expectation. It's like we can. It's like somebody does expect on you and then you can do it. I don't. Forgot the phrase.
Somebody expect,
Yes, expect.
okay, and you can do it.
Like my no. It's like
I can get it.
yeah.
I couldn't get it. So what do you mean?
It's like when you expect some people some people can do something and then this person achieve your expectation.
So okay, so you're saying, so what do you want to say? No, I
So
can't get
I
what you mean. So you're saying, okay, so you can achieve your expectation, okay.
but I remember
So
that
you can
there's
get your goals, you mean? You can achieve your goals, what do you mean?
it's like I remember that there's a phrasal verb that better.
It's okay, just keep going and try to say what you want to say. Okay, so if you don't remember it, you can use another one.
Yes.
Okay, so would you change it?
Um. Could you repeat the question again? Because
Okay, if you found your job an appropriate one and that couldn't make you satisfied, would you change it?
I think that if this job can
Second conditional. Don't forget about using second conditional because this is an imaginary situation. So I could.
yes, if it didn't, mm, I think that I need this phrasal verb to talk about this.
So what phrasal verb? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so let me change my question while you're thinking about your phrasal verb, because honestly, I don't know what you mean. But it's so because you have lots of words to say and I'm not sure what you mean, but it's okay. Let me change my question. Okay, do you like walking with other people?
I think that I would consider myself as a extroverted person. So so when I can have a chance work with somebody, I think that is hmm,
So, I know it's a bit, maybe complicated, but it's okay. And the last question, so let's pass it. The last, just think of them. Let's do something. Just think of 2 questions that I asked you, and then at home, when you have time,
no,
think
can
of them.
and
Yeah,
like can I answer right now?
of
And
course, why not? Of course you can.
it's like I would consider myself as an extroverted person. So when I have a chance to work with other people, I think this can be an opportunity for me to learn to learn something new. Find my feet, and yeah, so it's very blissful.
Yeah, and just this.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, very good. Well, okay, so let's skip this word here. It's okay. So do you have any questions, any issues?
I think no, but can I have time to take note?
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Climb the corporate ladder is like forget this meaning.
What word?
Climb the corporate ladder.
Yeah, corporate. Ladder is ladder, and corporate is related to company. Corporation, company.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, of
It's like
course.
make
Ladder
a
and
career
ladder.
move. Make a career move.
Yeah, of course. And this one is ladder. You can go up and up.
Is teacher? Is it a same meaning with make a career move?
Make a,
Make a career move.
of course, make move, of course. Make a move, yeah, of course, to climb the corporate ladder. Yeah. Well, let me, okay. Oh, let me stop recording here. Just while you just give me a moment to, because we don't. Okay, now keep going.